Alright guys, so today I will show the #1 winner, and let me think because we cannot mess it up. This is not a counter spell deck, but I think still we will just go with the Zealot. Try a little bit of pressure. So basically this is a combo deck that deals, infinite damage, our favorite, but man, the build is really smooth. I think, like, when we get to the build and the combo, I think you will really like it, because it just makes perfect sense. This can remove some enchantments, and I'll be honest, we probably will have to. Man, the hard counter. I think we do it at the end step. So first we swing. We have all the mana. So for now we just go for the aggro a little bit. We also play Badgers here, but we didn't get them. It ramps you super hard, so we can, just go for the combo so much faster. You also have ways to find the missing pieces, and we kinda cut one of the piece, because this is very similar strategy to what we showcased on day 1, but it just feels way more smooth. Alright, sure. Please go away. Go away. We don't want to sit. They don't have blue, so they cannot prevent it. That should open some really nice plays for us. Alright, we have the Explorer. We don't have lands though. So I think we start with Dredgers inside, and we try to, go for the mill game plan. Oh, you see, oh yes, oh yes. We are seeing a little bit of stuff right now. They will probably sweep soon. So I think what we will do is play the Overlord and go for a little bit of a longer game, because we have a lot of tools to just go, over the top a little bit. And as you can see, we are getting multiple pieces for the combo. Life gain doesn't matter, of course. So we can swing. Let's see what they have. Is that the cat? The flanker? Okay, that's fine. That is actually super fine for us. Like, we have triple Zealot already, and this Explorer is probably something we would love to go for. Authority doesn't really matter. So yeah, I think we solved all of the problems there, because they cannot break the combo, and the life gain doesn't matter because you deal infinite damage. But let's go to the next game, so we'll see the actual combo. Alright guys, so we are going first, and hopefully in this one I will show the full combo. Let's start with Fabled Passage. By the way, this guy is just always chilling. When I see this this guy just chilling and the sound, it just makes me laugh every single time. We already have all the lands, so let's go for the forest. Okay, we are getting to the good stuff. Cauldron can be nice. This is probably Dimir, not Zultai. So I will take a little bit of a risk and go for the Overlord, because the faster we play it, the faster we flip. Oh yes, oh, the Badger in my life, already here. Badger is really big deal in this deck, because you can just skyrocket in mana so quickly. And obviously that helps a lot to win the game and makes those extra plays. So first let's go for the Badger. You can always take it with Overlord when it dies. And now we can make an extra play thanks to this. Our opponent is tapped, so I think we go for the Zealot. Man, the mana is even perfect, because this always gives you green, but here we can take the black mana, because we have the basic. Man, it's going nicely. Not sure exactly what we play against. It seems to be a control deck. We're still not on the combo. Can take the mana, we probably don't want to waste it. They probably have counter spells by now. Let's go. If that wasn't a blue deck, we would go for the rhythm and find a missing piece. This is probably one of my favorite additions. By the way, this is a combo piece. Believe or not, it's a combo piece. Let's take it. It's a land, but it's a land we need. We can start putting some counters, so that's not bad. I don't see green. So for now we will go with this, and we'll probably deal 1 extra damage. So let's swing. This deck can also just win as an aggro deck. Like, we deal damage, man. Let's go for this guy. They really want to kill Badger, to be absolutely fair. But if they kill Badger, I think it's still okay. We can mill a card. That's kinda cool. 6 damage. Bro, why you guys scoop so quick? I want to show the combo, but we are just winning earlier. Badger. I think Badger is fine, because we can still go for the Overlord and take the Badger back when it inevitably dies, because we already see a lot of colors in this deck. Probably black is also there. Is it? Or maybe it's just Jeskai. So obviously we'll be playing against like heavy control. Okay, so it's Shiko deck. So Revelation, Shiko, Helix, Get Lost, you know, stock ups, all the good stuff. Okay, we need a lot of mana. So we could play this. Man, this is actually so good. They cannot even counter it except No More Lies. That means we get this. Let's go for the land that can give us black mana too. Man, this is kinda insane. This gives 3 mana already. We can make a double play. Man, how is this real? Holy. Okay, so I think we go for Dredger's Insight. Let's go for black mana. We get 3 mana by this land because that's how mana should work. And we go for Insight. They still can counter one of the things. So we'll try to go for the aggro game plan. Let's take the combo piece. But of course we're aiming at the combo. But we are getting such a strong opening with those Badgers that we can try to, you know, just steal the game on top of us. Which is kind of what we are doing so far, to be honest. Okay, man, we have a lot. I will take the Explorer. Partially because it's great, and partially because we don't want to take the Bloodghast. And of course we can still swing. I don't think they have anything for it. Alright, that was a decent turn for us. I expect a sweeper, and that will reset the whole game after this turn. They didn't play the Helix, so they probably have like good sweeper, you know? Day of Judgment would be my guess. They went for the Starcage. Alright. Alright, I see how it is. We still get the Bloodghast, which is a really nice addition. Life gain doesn't matter, but having a free creature, I mean, this one matters. Unfortunately, we cannot reanimate our cool Badgers. That means we also cannot go for the Explorer, which is something I really wanted. And what can we get? Nothing really. Man, we kinda got messed up here. I think we go for the land. Wait. I just realized how my... Oh, there are so many comments. But guys, I know you are happy that in the end, I've noticed this one. Oh man, that actually... This is rough for our opponent. They swept the board and they kinda lost everything. I have to say, this charm is doing crazy work. I also tested it in some games before, and man, this just saves you so many times. Second Starcage, not my favorite. Hopefully we draw a land here. Okay, this is actually really good, because that means we can start making some good plays. So I think we go for this. We play what? Probably the Passage. So we can mill some stuff. Unfortunately, the Bloodghast is kinda stuck right now. But, you know, we have this. So hopefully we get some extra value. We still force a removal, and this one requires a little bit more mana than just 2 mana Helix, you know, 2 mana Get Lost. So far our opponent double swept on the starting on the start of the game, so you know, we are going for the hard mode here. Okay, so they probably want to hit mana for Helix, I would guess. If they keep Boros, that means they have something in the hand that, you know, can use this mana, and they are trying to hit, for example, you know, the missing color. Okay, and now they have both Counter Spell and Helix probably. Okay, so that's Get Lost. That's fine, that's fine. We actually can do a lot with this. We need to assemble the whole combo. I think if we go for this, we can take 1-drop, but that's not what we want. So we will just drop the big guy. We want to keep pressuring them. Another Bloodghast, perfect. And we'll take the Explorer. That's a solid card. We play this, we get the Bloodghast. I would love to get them to 10 man. And that would help so much. And obviously they don't want to remove Bloodghast, but Overlord, so we make it harder. We make it harder, and we got an extra card. So our opponent is just literally sweeping and removing from start to finish, and we are giving them a really tough one, you know? Okay, when I set stock up, I wondered, do they play Steel Rediscovered away? But I honestly didn't think they do. But I guess they do. I guess they do. Tapland. But they decided to play Tapland, so they just don't have plays. We can reanimate Bloodghast with this, so let's not play it yet. Okay, this is something they need to answer, right? Overlord is a really powerful creature, and it also activates the Bloodghast. Okay, another combo piece. And I really want the Badger. It kinda gives us mana, but I think the Zealot is like responsible choice, you know? And we are all about this responsibility on this channel. Alright, that's 7 damage, that's not nothing. They can Revelation on the next turn, which means we probably want to pressure them a little bit. Let's see. I want to do... Okay, next turn is guaranteed sweeper. They need to go for it. We go for the Bloodghast. We can find a better card, because we will play a land in a second. We don't need this. Yep. Do we have the combo? Wait, we have Zealot. We need those guys. And the Desert. Desert is probably in the graveyard, right? Yep. Two of them. I think we just play it, man. This is a very important part of the combo. So this is damage, and our opponent is down to 8. Oh man, this is so close. They will sweep the board, especially that Overlord flips too. So I think we keep them up token then. We put it on Hasted Bloodghast on the next turn. I hope it won't be an exile sweeper, but they need to hit 5 drops with it. If that's Revelation, I think that's not enough. Okay, let's see. Man, this will be a very close game. They're trying to find something. Usually you either have a sweeper or look for a sweeper, so at this point we can assume that this board does not exist. I hope it's... If they play this, that means no Ultima. You usually don't play Starcage together with Ultima, because that would, you know, get rid of all the death triggers, and that could be a bit of a problem for us. They might hit another Starcage, but then they need to manually remove those two. Alright, I mean, we can as well try to hit the card. We'll see. I don't want to mill too many cards. I mean, I'll take it, you know? I'll take it. It's a fine card. We need to be a little bit aware so we don't mill ourselves. We have a lot of Bloodghast, so we can put a ton of pressure on our opponent. Those decks kinda still a little bit struggle with, you know, just dealing with creature that hits them every turn for free. And we can add some Rhythms and Bounty Hunters. They're at 8. Those, you know, deserts can do a lot. They don't have Demolition Field, which is important. Let's go and see if we can sweep. Swing, sorry. Just control player and me talking. And I think we can use it. Well, let's just hit. I think they will take it. They probably still have Helix to remove the combo pieces. Okay, so with this, we can take... You know what? I think we start with this. They have a counter spell, but it has to be 3 steps ahead. So with this we can remove it from the hand. If they remove it, they still get the Earthbend trigger. So that makes... that kind of forces their hand, alright? Now we know that we can make the rest of the plays. I think we go for 2. Man, the Bloodghast are so tempting here. Did we attack on this turn? We already did, so Badger isn't as great. I think we go for the Zealot. We could also go Bloodghast and go double. Kinda tempting. I will go for this because they might have another Starcage. That would kind of make sense. Right now the board is only 1 and 2 drops. And by 1 I mean no 1 drops. So I expect a Starcage right now. It's hard to play for me against control because I know exactly what is the play that, you know, kind of destroys my idea for the next turn. And I'm always like, man, I know exactly what they want. I know what they're looking. And if they find it, it might be a bit of a problem. Okay, so here we chill. This is good. This is good. Now we try to put the counter. We either put the counter or get a land so Bloodghast can come back. If they kill it, maybe we can, you know, get it back. We probably go for Nature's Rhythm. I expect they have at least 1 revelation in the hand. Yep, that's what I meant. So they're trying to kill this. Alright. The live gain is a big thing. We mill a lot of cards with this, but we still have 21. So I think it's fine. I guess we'll shuffle probably. Our opponent is fully tapped, so I think we can use this moment to go for the bounty hunters. Now it will be a little bit awkward for our opponent to double block, because then we get the stuff. So they probably will take the damage, or chomp block, I would guess. We need to keep pressuring every turn. Alright, our opponent finally got back. Not sure if that was disconnect or something. Let's give, you know, some more damage. They will be at 10 even with Revelation. And I think we try to force a sweeper. We have 4 cost, 2 cost, 2 cost. So adding something except, you know, Bloodghast and Bounty Hunters makes it a little bit more awkward. We would even prefer to have 1 more creature to make it harder. Because this deck at this point kinda has everything. They have sweepers, as you can see. And they probably also have another Revelation, I would guess. But they're killing their own tokens, so now the Bounty Hunters stay. They have 5 mana total, and they either take the damage from it, or they make an Earthbending token. Man, this is actually super nice for us. Do we go for the desert? They might exile it, and then we get it back anyway, so this is extra damage, you know? Oh, I think we might have won. Okay, guys. How do we do it? I think this is Lifan. We go for the Cauldron, and this is crazy. We'll go through the whole deck that was only counterplay, sweepers, counter spells, and removal. Let's make sure that we exile a creature. Preferably one that we don't need. Moment, I cannot mess it up. This is really important. We swing. And we will go through all of this and we will still win. I think we still have 1 Zealot. I'm just going for 4. You know, just so we have better selection, whatever we have. There is a Zealot. Zealot means we sacrifice this guy and it comes back, because that's how creatures do when they die. And that's the missing perfect damage. Man, I think we finessed this game. Man, I was just thinking about the last game and I was like, man, we didn't even have like crazy openings. Like we are just crushing it, but we didn't really like use the main combo yet even. We're just playing this as an aggro deck in a way. So what do we have? Oh, no, we didn't have the right land. What do we go for? 1 drop is not good. I think we just go for the Overlord, start milling a little bit, and we see what we get. Oh, the Badger. The Badger is so much different than the rest of the cards. Obviously, if Badger was on this turn, we would just go crazy, man. But that means they will be able to answer it with a counter spell. Hopefully it's a tap. Man, I would love a tap land. A little bit of a tap action. Oh, that's massive. That's actually perfect. So let's go for the Marsh so it's not tapped. Now we go for sure for the Badger. Let's go Badger, you know what to do. We won't be able to play the Bloodghast, but we can play something else. And we could go for Nature's Rhythm. This is kinda good. I think we could also go for the Cauldron and start pumping for damage. Come on, like, this is decent. And this is insane. We got so much mana here. And I don't expect an exact... Man, maybe just go Badger? We don't have a Zealot. I think we go Zealot, man. Even if it dies, now we have it in the graveyard for future. I think it's decent. I think it's decent. Let's not be too greedy. Just 4 creatures. Our opponent had 1 mana this game, or 2 mana total. This is Esper version, alright. We can deal a lot of damage already. It's important because then you can start pressuring your opponent, you know? And Bloodghast gets better too. I want to play it first so we can pump the damage. And that makes it even more uncomfortable for our opponent. We should have creatures. So, let's go for this guy. We can even take the mana from it. And all of our creatures can give mana, so maybe we could go for the Nature's Rhythm. But I still think it's better. Yeah, we still would need to redistribute counters and we miss some damage. I don't think it's like super important. We'll just hit face here. 7 damage is a lot. Swing. We want to pump the land because if they kill it, it just doesn't matter too much. Perfect. Man, maybe you can get this damage. I think they will sweep on the next turn. That's why they're playing like this. So we could play the Bloodghast. I think this should be good enough. We deal some damage when we are this close. If we, for example, hit Desert on the next turn, we can get them to 10 and get hasted Bloodghast. And we still will have to play a Tapland on the next turn if we go for this, because we could play Forest, activate Black Mana and go for this. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. They are desperate to find some answer. Man, the power of this deck is that, as you can see clearly, we can just win normally with no combo. But if we get combo, it only gets better for us, you know? So now we can start sacrificing, so we get the better dough on the next one. I mean, this could reanimate Badger again. I'll take it, man. Come on, that's good. That's good. Did I? No, we didn't have the desert back then. Can we deal 1 damage? Yes, we can! But then we... Okay, then we cannot attack. It's fine, we still go for it. So we go Overlord. We can play Bloodghast on the next turn. Do we have some deserts? No, so I think we just go for the Badger and try to, you know, hit their face a little bit. Nope. Nope. Man, this is kinda important. We go for this. Because then when they kill the Gulch, they take extra damage. That's super important. Man, I love this version of the deck. It actually does so much. I should recheck if we have creatures, but I assume we do. Elves. Elves are perfect, thank you. They just swept the board and look at it. It's still here, hitting face already. On the next turn we also will find a way to, you know, Bloodghast them. They are below 10, which gives haste, which is super important for finishing your opponent. And we probably will, I think we'll overwhelm them. Soon the Overlords will start to flip, and that makes it even harder. With Cauldron, you can kinda pump this for 3 damage. Bro, they are just sweeping every turn. And this is the 1 damage we were talking about, see? Reanimate the desert, and guys, you guessed it. It's still freaking here. But this is a combo deck that can just play a normal game plan. They swept 2 turns in a row, and look at this, it didn't even matter. We are just hitting them anyway, every single turn. Badger is not a combo piece, so we can live without it. Let's go for the Gulch. 4 damage as the punishment for answering every single creature on the board. Man, this feels actually super dirty. And when they kill it, they take 1 more damage. When we play land, we get, again stuff. However, we don't have much fuel. So that's unfortunate. But man, if we hit a land, we can actually win. Oh, we already won! Of course, man. Milling us is the dream. I will take it, thank you. I will take it, thank you. I will take it, thank you. I'll be honest, this felt dirty and kinda fun. Alright guys, I want to win this one because so far it's just going perfect. Do we go for Fabled Passage? I kinda want to play this on the next turn, so I think we have to. I believe we have 2 swamps in the deck, and I think I know why. Yep. Alright, we'll emote something in a second. Yep, here's the second. And a Gulch. Alright. I mean, we don't really have place. The charm will be the most awkward charm of your life because we're forced to go for double black because of our draw, and now we need to work toward triple green, which is very awkward. 5 lands and 9 cards. So this draw is not looking great. I'm not sure if we can win, guys. Like, we actually don't have anything we wanted here. Like, this is like late game. This is, for like kinda also late game when you have a lot of mana and try to hit the missing combo piece and lands. No Badgers, no Elves, no Dredgers inside, no Overlords, and our opponent on the play with triple play for 3 mana. I think that will be a loss, unfortunately. Oh, the matchmaker just decided we are just way too powerful, man. I should attack first, but it's not like they will block, right? They would never block. So yeah, I think we cannot salvage this draw. It's just too slow, too bad, and our opponent is on a gut draw, 8 damage with 2 1-drops. You can beat this deck, and maybe even this draw, but you actually need to also have a good draw, At this point, we probably go for Bounty Hunters. But the first strike means that we cannot, trade against anything. We'll probably just waste it just to survive. Because this will be more than 9 damage.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, our opponent seems to be very proud of the win, but the truth is that they just got basically an auto win. With our hand, we could not beat this hand. Alright, so unfortunately we are on the draw, which is, not my favorite. But I really hope we can salvage it a little bit. 1 mana removal for 1 mana? Yeah, okay, I said it twice, but you get the idea. I'm kinda surprised. I didn't see this card since months. So yeah, our opponent definitely crashing it a little bit so far. What can we do? It definitely feels like a Badger turn. I really hope it will survive, but if they started like this, I mean, we know they have at least this removal, so Badger will not survive. We probably will have to go for Overlord. Yep. But, we are still an aggro deck, so that means we can try to outvalue them. We could hit this for a land. Not sure if it's worth it. I think we much rather play this. We'll just try to outvalue them, going 2 for 1 with every card. And I think we're on our way. With Bloodghast in the graveyard, we basically get 1 free card every time we, lose a land and, stuff like this. Or we top deck a land. So it should be fine, I think. Terza. Oh, I didn't expect creatures here. They cycle to 1 card, so they like the hand. Okay, at least we have some graveyard exile, I guess. You're dead, man. We were doing perfectly at start, but now, 1 game was auto loss, and this draw just gets us mana screwed so hard. I think we just go for the inside, because if we play Badger, they will just kill it. And we're stuck with, another turn, basically. But here, do we have a 1-drop? Not really, so we'll just go for this. Deals more damage. We still get 2 cards, I believe, because we have double Bloodghast. So that will at least help somewhat. And the live gain is pretty big deal. Because we are kinda racing here. Terza, we can slow Terza, but probably not nullify fully if they have a lot of discard. Right now we are winning the race, which is nice. Hopefully we can get the land that is untapped, then we can use Badger to get 4 mana extra. Okay, they used it as a dragon. Alright, so do we swing? Do we swing? I think that's the play. We could go for the bounty hunters. Man, getting mana screwed so many times is definitely not our favorite. We need to go like this. Hopefully they block 1. They don't. They want to like legit race. We cannot use really this mana. Well, we get the green. So I guess we can. Because this always gives you green. I mean, absolutely legit. You know? Not exactly what I had in mind, but next turn is looking decent. They already used Regent. I wonder if that's because they have second? Or they just really wanted to race us. 7 damage is a lot. Oh my god, what is this madness? Is that already double combat phase? I think we have to double Badger this. No way they also have the exhale. Alright, alright. I took the risk because we cannot like take more damage than this. We don't really have the combo yet. We can get the Zealot. Man, I think we have it. I think we have it. 6 mana. No, we lack 2. I don't think we can take it, man. Alright, so we have the Zealot. I think we swing with Bloodghast, cause reasons. Do we also swing with the Badger? Not really, I think we will use the Cauldron. So if now they will probably block because now we have Zealot. It also gives us life gain with Dredger's Insight. This is why it's so important to get some sacrifice engine. Yeah, I think lands are okay, but we will kinda manage. So now we can play this. 1 damage to the face. Now Bloodghast are hasted, which is really important. And we life gain 2 a turn this way. This is how we make those plays, guys. Now we go for the Cauldron. We can exile the graveyard a little bit. Hopefully they don't kill us on the next turn. I really hope that's the case. They have 8 damage. Man. I'm not sure. I think we can life gain at instant speed, right? Because we can sacrifice double Bloodghast, then sacrifice this and landfall. I think we can still survive. 8, 16. Oh, no, 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 no. We need to do... Wait, wait. This is just 1 damage, right? Twice that damage. Okay, I see how it is. Bloodghast. I think we can still win this, guys. We'll get a little bit less mana, but I believe we have the full combo also on the next turn. So let's go for this. Now the land is coming back. We live gain. If we don't make this play right now, we will lose the game and they will just hit us in the face for, you know, 16, I believe. 2 life gain. Perfect. Explorer is a nice one. We could get 4 mana back with this. You know what? I think this is fine. So now we'll sacrifice Bloodghast. We still need to get a little bit more. We need to sacrifice 1 more land. Alright. Oh, I already got the comment. But we still go for this one. Because we need this 2 life. Yes, and yes. I believe we will be at 2. And is that good enough? Because, well, we don't lose Zealot, we win the game. It doesn't matter. We need to find a creature. This is my favorite creature. And it also gives ability to give mana. Now we put the counter on the Zealot, and I believe this will survive on 1 toughness, right? Yep. Oh my god, what a turn. And we have the combo assembled. We have the full combo, guys. Oh, now they are not going for the lethal. See how important those Dredger's Insights and Bloodghast were? And now we have full combo, so we can win on the next turn, I believe. And we have mana to play it. Perfect. We go for Bounty Hunters, and now, ladies and gentlemen, yep, that's a good game. Because now we have infinite damage, so I will show you just so we get the idea why our opponent decided to quit. So basically we sacrifice Bloodghast, then the Earthbending happens, this is into a creature, then we sacrifice this, it comes back, deals 1 damage, the Bloodghasts are back, then we sacrifice Bloodghast, and we do it forever until we do it 9 times. It would took like 3 minutes, so our opponent just spared this to us. And man, that was a nice one. Well guys, finally, Golgari combo actually stole the whole tournament. This deck beat over 50 players as far as I remember, so a pretty good one. And first, the video you have seen was exactly like all of my games I have played with this deck, full experience, and the game we lost, I'm still a little bit salty. I think there was absolutely nothing we could do, but good news, we went 5-1 in best of 1 with this version of the deck without even sideboarding. So that's a good start. And the combo that we literally showcased this combo idea on day 1 of the avatar. However, this one I have to say is so much smoother. One of the biggest like changes and ideas behind this deck is Festering Gulch as the win con, and I think this is just brilliant, because basically you cut the whole creature out of the combo. You know, the Blood Witch, Sephiroth, this kind of stuff, you don't need to play it, because the desert deals damage and that's all you need. The combo is infinite, so it doesn't matter if you deal 1 damage, 5 or whatever, this gets the job done. And because it's a land, it's way harder to remove, right? They need Demolition Field, know your strategy, and even if they get all 4 of them somehow into the graveyard, you still have Explorer that you can search with Rhythm, or you can take it back with the Overlord. So the combo is way smoother and at the same time way harder to break. With Archdruid Charm you can answer some artifacts, enchantments, so if there's like random Rest in Peace, you still have a chance. Which, if you don't play this card well, that will be a problem. We also have some Graveyard Exile with Agatha Soul Cauldron, and you can give this ability, or like Elf ability, to all the creatures, suddenly turning them into mana generation with Badger. And that all kinda tracks back to Nature's Rhythm. This can be cast for, you know, Harmonize, you know, kind of flashbacky stuff. So you need a lot of extra mana. You can tap creatures for it, but if you have all the extra mana from Badger and creatures that can create mana, you can just tutor cards that you needed. Sometimes Explorer, but most of the time Bounty Hunters, Zealot, and you usually have Bloodghast in the graveyard already. So most of the time it's one of the two. And yeah, you know, combo is just really smooth, very resilient. And as you have seen in the games, you can just win the game without it. Like, you can play it as basic, like a beatdown strategy, just creating a lot of creatures. Badgers really help with this game plan because they speed you up super hard, so the Overlord can hit even for, you know, 5 mana version very quickly. Bloodghast continue pressuring, and the Badger just gives both damage, mana, ramp, and resilience. So if they don't play sweepers, it's really hard to answer all of what you have with removal. And don't forget Bounty Hunters, also if they die they create another creature, so even against removal it trades 2 for 1, and very often, like you have seen in the games, they just use all the removal and we have leftovers. and then we beat them down. You know, especially with Bloodghast that can get haste, it gets way easier, and this desert can sometimes sneak this one extra damage for the final lethal, as you have seen against the control deck. So guys, that was it. I really like the deck. I think it's super smooth and very fun. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you to all the patrons that allowed this video to happen, and all the others. You guys are absolutely awesome, and I cannot thank you enough as always. Hope you enjoyed. And that's it for today. So thank you for watching, guys. You're absolutely awesome, and see you tomorrow.
With